Um, I wasn't even ready to hit that button yet, but it is what it is. It's up now, so let it be what it is. Hold on, let me get this one off. Bang, and then there's a whole lot going on out here right now. Do 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 do. Oh crap. Yeah, I think there's a lot of people using this California, the wildfire, as a political stunt, and that's really unfortunate. Um, that's really unfortunate. Let me plug this out. All right, I'm probably just gonna do this without the microphone then because it's acting kind of weird. But yeah, I've been seeing people. It's like they're jockeying for position, to try to basically make it seem as if, um, you know, I don't even want to mention any of these people's names to be honest with you. But I'm just disappointed that it's certain people that are out there creating content and trying to make this a political thing, um, to make it seem as if a certain person, um, is doing the right thing and a certain person is not, right? Like no one could predict the wildfire, and I guess from the outside looking in, people are going to criticize, the fire departments and the mayor and all sorts of people. Look, I don't know the back details, and I think some people are going to assume that they know precisely what it is that's happening behind the scenes, and so I'm not here to say that they could do better. I'm not here to say that, I'm not here to criticize them because none of us know how difficult it is, you know, to be fighting these natural disasters. No, none of us knows how difficult it is to take on, such a big project, right? Because a lot of people's lives are being affected by what's happening over there in California right now. A lot of people um, are losing their homes. People have to relocate. People are going without food. People are breathing in all types of toxic fumes and all of that sort of stuff. And then all I see, I turn on the YouTube, and I was so disappointed. Honestly, man, I was actually yelling at my screen like an idiot. I'm like, yo, bro, like, how are you turning this into a political stunt? At a time like this, when you should be pooling together resources and seeing how you can use such a big platform that you're on. And again, I'm not going to mention this creator, right? This isn't something where, I'm going to, because everyone has their own platform and people are going to do what they want on their platform, right? But it's just one of those things where it's like, yo, you see somebody and they have such a big platform, and it's like, yeah, you worked hard to get your platform to where it is, but here's the thing. Now that you have something happening where people are actually being affected by it in such a negative way, how can you now help those people? Not use this as a political tool to push far right propaganda. Luca Grind says, can I be a mod? Maybe at some point in the future if I do see you again. Not entirely sure if this is something you just asked to do, right? This is something where it's like, you're a consistent member of the community, in which, we'll discuss that at another time. Um, okay, big ups to you, man, with the Juice World avatar. Luca Grind says, I'll be at all the vids and lives. Well, let's see. So now you're on probation, right? When I say probation, not because you're in trouble, but um, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Whenever I'm here for the next 2 weeks, right, and you're here at every stream, then we'll go from there, right? So for the next 2 weeks, and we'll see about that. Make sure you like and subscribe as well. And then we'll go from there. But as of right now, we're gonna talk about we're talking about the things that's happening over there in California. Like, guys, people's lives are being are devastated, by what's happening here. You know, they spoke about this, the wildfires being the size of Miami right now, right? Um, Hold on. Here, peek this.
Red flag alerts are in effect for California as massive wildfires continue to burn, the unrelenting flames turning entire communities to ash. And the hellscape has now reached Hollywood after yet another fire broke out overnight.
And a live look from the West Coast right now. You can see it is just a thick, dark cloud covering most of Los Angeles County here. A picture from the chopper showing you just how widespread those flames are. Firefighters getting a bit of a break today, though, as the Santa Ana winds died down, but they're expected to pick back up again tonight. ABC's Alex Stone is on the ground for us with a closer look at the utter devastation.
The devastation is everywhere here. Behind me, you can see a chiropractor's office where this burned. It is like this neighborhood after neighborhood, everything gone, street after street. Almost unimaginable scenes in Los Angeles. KBC's Chopper giving a...
How much can I donate to be a mod? Well, it's not something I wouldn't charge you for that, man. That's not something that I would charge you to be. Like, you can't just buy your way into being a mod, right? Like, you show up and you're consistent and you support the channel. That's all it takes. You know what I mean? Yeah. Moreover, all of the money that we raise during this stream or any stream that we're talking about the wildfire is going to be donated to the victims of this wildfire over there. We're gonna find a nonprofit, and I've asked the Facebook group over there that I have. Let me see if anyone does know a nonprofit that we could donate to, but no one's responded yet. So I'm gonna give it till tomorrow to see if anyone knows a nonprofit that we could, find that we could donate to, But yeah, let's get back to this. Oh. Where is it? All right, here it is.
Us a gut-wrenching view of the devastation from multiple fires burning in Southern California.
I've never seen any destruction like this before.
Yeah.
Everything is gone.
It's
block after block of homes destroyed in Pacific Palisades, heavy smoke lingering in the air. Filmmaker John Turteltaub lives in Malibu.
Pacific Palisades, right now, could just be taken off the map. There is no Pacific Palisades.
At least 5 people are confirmed dead, but the sheriff says he fears that number will go up.
At one point...
Jen, what's up? I do. Oddly enough, I do remember you, Jen. Welcome back. I do remember you from the last stream that not the very last stream that I did, but I did a stream a few nights ago. The last stream that I did about California wildfires. I do remember you being there. Thank you so much for tapping in once again.
We'll be able to do a more thorough search of these impacted areas. Some of them look like a bomb was dropped in them, where we will be able to bring in canines and other things to help us.
Fierce winds fueling the inferno, easing enough for planes to fly, picking up water from the ocean, dropping it on the fire. But those winds are forecasted to pick up.
Guys, I was saying this, right? And, of course, it's a bit tongue-in-cheek saying it, right? But I wasn't saying it to be clever or anything like that. But it's with the inferno in the background and everything that's happening right there. Listen, there's a lot of people that's traumatized. I'm not even gonna repeat what it is that I was saying, but it really does look like it's somewhat of a war zone. Just the catastrophic scenes in the back, like people's homes used to be here. People used to have homes here, businesses here. Maybe the movie theaters were here, like like all sorts of buildings, just pretty much just ashes at this point.
Over 180,000 people under evacuation orders. Many are staying in hotels.
Just a really like solemn environment. A lot of people lost their homes, a lot of people waiting to find out if they've lost their homes, and just everyone really like mourning and trying to figure out what all of our next steps are.
These heartbreaking pictures show the before and after. Entire neighborhoods leveled from the Palisades to Altadena. Amidst the devastation, neighbors helping neighbors.
I mean, I don't even know most of them, and they're just, posting and out of the kindness of their hearts, they're helping, and it means so much to us.
The smoke and the ash that is in the air here is very strong. That's why officials are telling seniors or anybody with breathing problems around Los Angeles to stay indoors. Alex Stone, ABC News, Altadena, California.
California, at least 10 people are dead and more than 10,000 buildings have been destroyed as wildfires rage across Los Angeles County. Authorities say the true death toll is
10 people. As of right now, because they don't really know how many people are actually really gone. But as of right now, it seems as if it's 10 people.
Welcome to The Lead. I'm Jake Tapper. We're going to start this hour with the breaking news involving the several destructive wildfires ripping across Los Angeles County, turning that beautiful area into a hellscape. At least 10 people are now dead. That number is tragically up from the 5 we knew about yesterday. The true death toll right now is actually unknown until investigators can safely get.
So it's not even just about the people that have passed on right now. You think about all the things that these people are breathing in, right? Remember what happened, the tragedy that happened, on 9/11 in New York, and how many people that affected, right? How many people had long-term health issues as a result of what transpired on that day, right? And there's a lot of people that are going to these places and breathing in these fumes. And it just goes to show you, man, we don't really have the final say of what happens on this planet. You understand what I'm saying? We don't. We're just spiritual beings having this human experience, and however long we get to have this human experience, we have to be grateful for whatever amount of time we're able to be here. And we can't take anything for granted. And then here you are, you have these material things. You have to understand that the material things are it's not everything. There's more to life than just the material things. And the people that have been devastated by this situation, if they don't know that by now, this is something where it's almost as if they're going to be forced to learn this, right? Right? So the people that don't necessarily know this, right, are now forced to learn this in a very devastating way. And that's the part that really sucks, right? But if they can really just understand that, at least I was able to survive this situation, at least my loved ones are able to survive this situation, anything that we lost, it is something that if we put our minds to it, we can not only get back. Of course, you can't recoup the exact same stuff that you had, but you can build bigger and better things, right? And again, it is material things, and material things, is houses and structures and buildings and all of that sort of stuff. Those things tend to stay here longer than the people that put them there. You understand what I'm saying? Well, in this case, no, but for the most part, yes, right? But they are just material things. You understand what I'm saying? They are just material things, and you can't take them with you into the spiritual realm. You know what I mean?
Get into these impact communities. They can't do so now. The scale of the damage is frankly insane. More than 36,000 acres have burned. For scale, that's about the same size of the city of Miami. It's about 2.5 times larger than the island of Manhattan. It's larger than both Boston and San Francisco. Right now, the Palisades and Eaton fires, the two largest out of 6 active fires.
Think about that. Let that soak in for a little bit. So he just said that it's bigger than Miami. He just said it's about 2.5 times the size of Manhattan. He said that it's bigger than Boston and San Francisco. This is how devastating this wildfire was. This is how devastating it was.
Are less than 10% officially contained. Now, that's not because fire crews aren't working tirelessly to get every fire and any flare-ups under control before Monday's expected windstorm. They are. Still, the fires rage. CNN's Anderson Cooper is in Topanga near the Palisades fire. Anderson, what are the current conditions like, and how are fire crews handling any new flare-ups?
Jake, I'm on Medley Lane in a community called Fernwood, which is part of in Topanga Canyon. There has been a battle raging here for the last hour and a half. We have seen more air assets deployed in this one spot in that last hour than I've seen in any other.
And this is something where, you know, most people are kind of looking at this from this perspective, especially if you're not in California. I think a lot of people may, and I'm not saying that everyone, but there are some people, especially in this, uh, the times that we live in now, that are kind of desensitized when these things do happen in cities and states further away from where you are, right? Because it's like you kind of look at it from the perspective of, oh, I don't know any of these people. But anything that you can do to actually help these people, because at any given moment, a natural disaster could, God forbid, happen in your life to somebody that you care about and people that you care about as well. So even if it's just spreading the message and spreading awareness and, you know, letting your voice be heard, whatever it is that you can do, right? If you could donate some money, go ahead and donate some money to a nonprofit organization. I'm not going to tell you which one. I don't even know one yet, right? I'm actually, I actually tried to find some, but I just didn't necessarily know if these were actually legitimate sources. So I'm waiting on people to kind of for us to pull our resources together, to pull our minds together, and really find a nonprofit that we can actually donate to, that so that we can help
Their
these people.
spot in the last several days. It's been extraordinary to witness. Right now, you see this fire truck here. They're trying to save this community of Fernwood. There's a number of structures here, a number of houses here, all of which have survived thus far. So they are now, this fire truck is just pouring water, laying down to this curtain of water, just to soak up, keep this whole area wet. We've had more than a dozen helicopters, fixed-wing aircraft flying very low over us. There was a fire down in that direction, which I'm not sure if it was a structure fire or some vehicles on fire.
Is the wildfire over? No, it's not. How many acres has been destroyed? 34,000 acres. It's bigger than the size of Miami. It's about the size of Miami, I should say. Well, as of right now, it probably did expand beyond that. Bigger than Boston, bigger than San Francisco. They said 2.5 times the size of Manhattan. So it's a pretty devastating wildfire, and I'm sure it's not just affecting Los Angeles. Like, obviously, Los Angeles is the city that a lot of people do know about. They do call other names, and if you don't live in Los Angeles, or if you haven't been there, if you're not familiar with what happens in Los Angeles, you may not necessarily know what he's talking about when he talks about, when he mentions some of these places. So but yeah, you know, this is what's happening over there in California. This is what's happening over there in California. Somebody keep Snoop Doggy Dog. What's up on AJ? Just back. Wish you well, man. Stay safe. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. I'm not gonna stick around for too much longer. I just wanted to do this stream, kind of talk to you guys a little bit. I do have to spring up tomorrow because I am going over there to Long Island tomorrow. So you guys have a blessed night. I will be streaming a lot more often, so because I did give it a break for a little bit, but I'm gonna be back. We're gonna be talking about current events. We're gonna be talking about sports. We're gonna be talking about all sorts of things, and I look forward to tapping back in with you guys again. Be safe out there. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Luca, and thank you so much. The guy that's keeps calling me Snoop Doggy Dog. And the MSDA Corn, thank you so much as well. I appreciate you. See you soon, guys. Bye-bye.